Hey guys, I'm going to give you today the 2022 business plan for a new real estate agent. We're going to keep it real simple because the more complicated you make this, the less likely you are to actually follow the plan. Now, what I'm going to give you here is a breakdown, first of all, of the numbers required for you to actually have an amazing 2022. Then I'm going to share with you the breakdown of the sources of business that you should consider. Where's your business going to come from? And finally, I'm going to give you a daily schedule. These are different parts of a business plan. Again, a business plan can have some other items to it. We're going to keep it simple since you are brand new. I am assuming, since you are new to real estate, you have zero business right now. And I'm also going to assume that you're not interested in spending money buying leads. I don't recommend that. I'm going to give you a business plan where you can generate business every single day. You are going to generate the transactions, and you're going to learn how to do that. And the power in this, whether you like this idea or not, this is a duplicatable skill that you're going to learn. Mindset, meaning what's going on in your head, your beliefs about what's possible for you, is also going to be a huge part of the results that you get. But these are, whether it's mindset or sales skills, you're going to work on them. You're going to develop a great mindset and great skills, and they're yours forever. And as long as you continue to work on them, you're going to get stronger and stronger and better and sell more and more homes each and every year. So, as a brand new agent, let's talk about the breakdown of numbers. I believe it's 100% realistic for a brand new agent working full time in real estate to sell 24 homes their first year, maybe 25. I like the 25 better than 24. How do I come up with 24? Two closed transactions per month. Two a month times 12, you got 24. I want you to write that down as a goal. Now, I also want you to write down your average price. What is the average price home in the area that you are selling? I'm going to use the number 320,000, average commission about 10,000 approximately. I just want to make it a round number here. So average price, average commission, let's call it 10,000. If yours is 5 or 8, obviously you adapt the number. You're going to multiply 24 by your average commission check. If it is 10,000, $240,000 would be your gross income in 2022. Now, it's a small percentage of the population that actually earns that kind of money on an annual basis. And you, with your real estate license, without any experience, if you follow the plan that I'm going to share here with you today, you can make it happen. The next thing that I want you to write down is, of the 24 closed transactions that you will have in 2022, how many will be listings sold, meaning a seller who hired you as their listing agent, and this property sold and you got paid the listing side of this commission? How many will be listings sold and how many will be buyer sales? I will say 24 listings sold, 0 buyer sales. Now, let me stop here for a minute and tell you why I am saying that. Listings, mastering the skills to take listings is the single most effective, powerful thing you can do in your real estate career. It's not working with buyers. Buyers take a long time. Buyers, many times, you can show them a lot of homes and they could end up buying from somebody else or deciding not to buy or deciding to rent. And when you have a listing, as long as you price it right, that property is going to sell. You're going to help this homeowner because they need a great agent, and it's a win win in every way. I think most real estate agents, if you're brand new, um, maybe you have not had the experience yet. Any agent that's been in business for any period of time and worked with buyers knows how time consuming it is. Not to mention the fact that of every buyer inquiry that you get, it could be a sign call, it could be an internet call, it could be a buyer that walks into an open house, wherever it could be a referral from somebody you know. A very small percentage of all these buyers that may come to you are what we call ready, willing, and able. A buyer has to have those three ready, willing, and able criteria, let's call it, for you to even remotely consider working with them. And the three things that I mentioned are not enough for you to put them in your car and go show them homes. They have to be absolutely committed to buying from you, because they may be ready, willing, and able. You may show them 10 houses and spend a few days researching, setting appointments, spending time with them, and then they decide not to buy, or they buy from somebody else. They drive in front of a home, they see a sign, they call the listing agent shows them the property, and that's it, they're gone. So when you take listings, that doesn't happen. This listing is yours for at least 6 months, because that's the standard length of a listing agreement, and that's how long your listing should be. And again, as long as it's priced right, this listing is going to sell and you will get paid. So why would you want to spend time running around with buyers that can be rather unpredictable and extremely time consuming? Let's not do that. You're brand new to real estate. Let's start your career doing what's most effective. Now, is finding sellers who want to sell so you can take a listing, is it easy? No, it's not easy. Is it easy working with buyers? No, it's not easy. Neither one is easy. I guess if I had to choose which one I think is easier, I'm biased. I would say definitely finding people who want to sell so you can take those listings. And again, it's a duplicatable system that you're going to have, and you're going to get better and better at it. So 24 listings sold, no buyer sales. Now, what's interesting about this also is when you have listings, you're going to have buyers coming to you. You don't have to look for them. They're going to come as a result of the listings that you have. So, what should you do with those buyers if you're not going to close any of them? Refer them to, initially, since you're brand new. At some point in your real estate career, you may choose to hire a buyer's agent. First year, I don't recommend that. You need more experience, and it's going to take some time to hire and train the right buyer's agent for your first year so you can stay focused. Do not start running around with buyers. You're going to get totally off track, derailed from just focusing on taking listings. Refer these buyers out. Take a referral fee, and that will be added income for you. You can count on, when you close 25 listings sold, you can count on 24 buyers coming to you as a result of these listings. Now, are all of those going to be buyers that are ready, willing, and able? If you refer it to an agent, obviously choose someone who you feel confident will be able to actually get those buyers under contract so the buyer can get the service that they are looking for the agent you're referring to will get paid, and you're going to get your referral fee. Let's look at it this way. Even if not 20, all the 24 buyers close, 20 or 15, this is extra income for you. As long as you don't get distracted and start wasting a lot of time showing properties to buyers. So, in the breakdown of numbers, there are a lot of numbers. When I work with my clients, they create a very detailed business plan. Again, I'm considering you're a new agent, you want to keep it simple. And these are the main numbers that you need to remember. I want to talk to you about the breakdown of your business. You're a brand new agent. The first thing that you need to do, and you need to do it quickly and just spend maybe a week, get it done, and then move on to the next thing. You need to make a list of everyone that you know. We call it your sphere of influence. Everyone you know. Look through your phone contacts, look through all of your contacts, all of them. Don't leave anyone out. And the first thing you need to do is you need to speak with everyone you know and let them know that you're now in real estate and you want to be their agent. Now, when they're interested in buying or selling, you want to be their agent. When they hear of anyone that might be interested in buying or selling, you want to be their agent. And you also want to offer your services and be a resource for them. Let them know. If and when you have any questions about real estate, anything at all, call me immediately. If you're driving through an area and you're just curious, you're not really looking to move, you're just driving by, you see a for sale sign, this is a beautiful neighborhood, you're just curious, I wonder how much homes sell for in this area. Pick up the phone and call me immediately. I have all that information at my fingertips and I'll be happy to give you all the information you need. You want everyone you know to start thinking about you as a resource. So anytime the words real estate pop in their mind, they come to you. And that's something that you're going to you're going to have this conversation with them. And then you're going to be, again, speaking with everyone in your sphere of influence at least once every 3 months, once a quarter. So be 4 times a year minimum. Now, the people that actually give you referrals, that do business with you, and a lot of them will, you're going to start contacting them more often. Those are going to be your A clients, sphere of influence, the ones that have already proven to you that they will send you referrals and give you their personal business as well. That's number one. That's your number one priority. And let's assume that you have 200 people. You come up with 200, whatever the number may be. It could be 50 for you, 100, doesn't matter. I'm just using 200 as an example. What you're going to do is you're going to create this list, and you can use any type of database. I'm not going to talk, there's so many of them out there, and it almost doesn't matter which one you use. You just want to pick one that is effective, and only one. You don't want to have some people here and some people over here where you lose track of what's going on. So pick a database, a CRM, put all the people you know into that CRM, and within your first day in real estate, you're going to pick up the phone and you're going to start calling them. If they don't answer the phone, these are people you know. You're going to leave them a message and you're going to ask them to give you a call back. Now, I don't necessarily recommend leaving messages when you're dialing and calling people you don't know. So that's not what we're talking about here, right? We're talking about sphere of influence and the people you know. So you go ahead and leave them a message because you expect a call back, so you can let them know what you're doing. You can let them know about your new career. The second thing you're going to do, so let's say if you have 200 people, your goal would be within the first week, maximum first 10 days, speak with everyone. Let's say it takes you 10 days. We're talking about 20 conversations a day. Absolutely doable. And you want to get that out of the way. And then 3 months later, you're going to call them again. And some of them, when you have a powerful conversation the very first time, within between the first call you make and the next one, some of them you're going to hear from them. They might have questions. They might decide to buy or sell. Remember, you're not going to work with the buyers, but you're going to refer them to somebody you trust, maybe an agent in your office or someone you know. You could speak with your broker about that. So they take great care of your clients and their referrals. So some of them you're going to communicate more often because they're going to reach out to you. Right. What do you do when you run out of the people you know? You've already talked to all of them. They're organized in your database. What's next? Here's the reality of the business that you're in. If you want to make a lot of money and sell a lot of homes, if you're okay with selling 4 or 5 homes a year, you don't need to watch this right now. You could just stop and go do something else. I mean, if you just breathe, you'll sell 5 homes a year. That's what the average agent in this country does. I assume you're watching this right now because you want to have an amazing real estate career. You don't want to be average, mediocre. You don't need my help, anybody's help to do that. If you're looking to be average, if you're part-time and you just want to sell a house here and there, don't worry, you don't even need a business plan, okay? So, assuming that's not the case, the reality of the business you're in, real estate, for someone who wants to excel at it, that want to be the best of the best, it's a sales job. And a sales job, you actually have to look for people that want to do business with you. Salespeople, great salespeople, they don't sit around and wait for somebody to come knocking on their door and ask for, can you help me? No, they go find the clients. And this process of getting out there and finding clients is called prospect. That's it. Prospect is not a bad word. It's an amazing word that's going to make you a fortune in real estate. When you're calling your sphere of influence, you're prospecting. That's what it is. You're just talking to people. Now realize that in your real estate market, in your area where you're going to sell real estate, there are infinitely more people that you don't know than as an example, 200 people that you know that are in your database and are part of your sphere of influence. You're going to have to get out there. You are going to have to talk to people you don't know. And this can be a lot of fun. It's, yeah, initially you might have some fears and doubt that you can do it or whatever. Maybe not. Maybe some of you are watching this right now and you're like super excited. And great. Okay. That's an exception. Most people, when they hear about making calls or door knocking and talking to people you don't know, it's a little bit intimidating in the beginning and it's normal. So there are different things you can do in talking to people you don't know. The first thing I'm going to say to you is, as a brand new agent, you need to talk to everyone that you run into. I mean, you have a life, you go places, you go to the grocery store, you go get a cup of coffee, you go to a restaurant to eat, you maybe go to the gym, you go to a hairdresser, barber shop, you go to a store to buy clothes and shoes. You're out of your home and office every day, all the time. And you got to remember that everyone out there could potentially become a client for you. Now, if they don't know you're in real estate, if you don't introduce yourself, if you don't speak about real estate, how are they going to know? They don't know what you do and they don't know you want their business. So start thinking real estate 24/7. It's what you do. It's who you are. It's not just a job. You're an entrepreneur. This is your career. And even being brand new, not having closed the transaction yet, Maybe you are not confident about anything because you're brand new. I was brand new too. Everyone started as a new agent at some point. You have to, first of all, you have to have great energy. You got to be excited about helping people in general with their real estate needs. And you have to continuously be working on your skills, improving your skills, learning about your business. I'm going to give you the daily schedule, a very simple daily schedule in just a minute. So start talking to everyone you know. Maybe wear a name tag, pass out business cards, just introduce yourself. Hey, my name is Jackie. I'm a real estate agent here in the area. Just want to give you my information. Do you happen to be interested in buying or selling a home anytime in the near future that I can help you with? No, I'm good. Oh, do you happen to know anyone, a friend, family, or a neighbor that might be thinking about buying or selling? No, I don't know anybody. Okay, no problem. Hey, thank you for taking my business card. Keep my name and number. And if you have any questions about real estate at any point or know anybody that need my help, I'd be happy to help them and do a great job for them. That's it. I mean, I just made that up quickly. You can probably come up with something a little bit better. It's a short conversation. You may be uncomfortable with this at first. Get over it. Okay, you gotta get used to the idea that to have an amazing real estate career, you got to get outside of your little comfort zone. Being in your comfort zone is not going to make you a fortune in real estate. Okay, who's next? Well, um, you can call or door knock around a neighborhood. Um, Most of you, even if you're brand new, have heard of farming, where you select a geographic area and you just start calling and door knocking and doing community activities and open houses in the area. And you just focus on a specific geographic area so you can build business in that area over time. You could even, if you have money or you want to spend money, you could mail stuff and you can get email addresses and you could email them newsletters and market information in that area. You don't have to spend any money, okay? And I say this from personal experience, but also I have coached tens of thousands of agents in my real estate career. You don't have to spend money. Can you? Sure. If you want to spend money, I'm not the resource for you. I don't know where you should put your money that you're going to have a return. Are there good investments where you spend money to get business and it actually makes sense? You get more than you spend. 100%. That's not my strength. My strength is building a business from nothing without spending any money, and in a way, and again, empower you to get better and better. Look, if you're buying business and you don't learn how to sell, and all of a sudden that business source that you're buying leads from dries up, what do? When you develop the skills and the mindset that I am talking to you about here, the sales skills, the powerful mindset of a great listing agent, these skills are yours forever. It doesn't matter what happens with the market, it doesn't matter where you're selling real estate. You can duplicate business no matter what is going on out there. Okay. So, and by the way, even if you're buying business, and I know you're not watching this because you're interested in that, when you buy business, you still have to talk to those people. You're going to have conversations and you're going to have to handle objections and you're going to have to go on presentations and you're going to need to learn how to close. These are all sales skills that are going to get you a ton of business from day one. So now you can do the neighborhood prospecting. You can also, now these are my two favorites where all my real estate business came from, and I absolutely love them. Expired listings and for sale by owners. Now, why are expired listings and for sale by owners the single best prospecting calls you can make? Because you are talking to people who want to sell. I mean, the goal of talking to anybody is finding someone who wants to sell, whether you know him, you don't know him, and it doesn't matter who they are, where they're coming from. You want to find somebody who wants to sell so you can go list their home. Expired listings and for sale by owners want to sell. Single best source. Now, they may not be always easy to speak with, although some of them are. Some of them you just sound confident and you ask for an appointment, they say, sure, okay, come show me what you've got. And now you're meeting with the hottest prospect you can meet. Now, I said some of them may not be very easy to speak with, um, but it's quality. It's the quality of the prospect you're speaking with. And when I say they may not be easy to speak with, well, they're pretty easy once you know how to speak with them. When you have the skills, they're easy. When you're not skilled, it's a tough conversation. But these are skills that you learn. I learned them, my clients have learned them, and continue to learn and improve every day. And you start converting more. In the beginning, even if you have no idea what you're doing, if you talk to enough of them, someone is going to say, sure, come over. And even if your presentation is not that great, they're going to end up listing with you. It's quantity over quality in the beginning. And then that conversation, that ratio changes and it flips and it becomes quality over quantity. In terms of the quality of your conversation is going to cause the number of people you have to talk to go down. But in the beginning, you got to talk to more people, period. And every conversation you have, you either win or you learn. You got to have that attitude, because otherwise there's only two ways to do this. You either win or you learn, or you keep doing the same thing over and over expecting different results. Definition of insanity? I don't think so. I don't think that's what you're up to, right? So that's where you want to focus your business, the business sources. Now, your daily schedule. This is going to be very simple, okay? You're going to start making calls at 8 a.m. Now, double check this with your broker. In many states, 8 a.m. is the earliest you can make prospecting calls. Double check. 8 a.m. in Florida. I live in Florida. So for everybody else, go make sure with your broker that 8 a.m. is okay. What do you do prior to 8 a.m.? Well, I'll tell you what to do, and I'll also tell you what not to do. From the moment that you open your eyes in the morning until 8 a.m., you are not gonna check your emails. You are not gonna go on Facebook or Instagram and social media or anything else. You are not gonna return phone calls from the day before about real estate. You are not gonna watch the news. You are not gonna allow anything to distract you from working on your mindset, reading great, powerful, motivational, inspirational books, watching powerful videos, listening to audio books, reviewing your business plan and your goals, just getting yourself in the right mental state to have an amazing day. And you're going to practice your skills, just like professional athletes. They warm up before they go in the court to play the game. You're going to warm up. You're going to take your scripts. You're going to read them over and over and over and over out loud as fast as you can. You're going to practice. Then you're going to find a role play partner and you're going to role play the conversation. They'll be the seller. You're going to be the agent. You'll take turns and you're going to warm up. At 8 o'clock, you're on the phone. And you can take a 10-minute break every hour. And when you take this break, go to the bathroom, go have something to drink, something to eat. Do not get distracted. Don't go on social media. Don't start checking emails. Don't start returning phone calls. If you have, after you take a break and get a snack, if you have a few minutes left, mindset, go read a few pages of a great book that's going to inspire and motivate you to get back on the phone and continue doing your job at a really high level. You got to stay on. You got to create momentum and rhythm with the prospecting that you do. This morning schedule And you're going to do this until noon, okay, from 8 a.m. till noon. This is what really separates great agents from everybody else. And the majority of real estate agents are, you know, average, and it's okay. Not everybody has the desire to be the best of the best. Now, I know you've been this long watching this because you do have that desire. And this is the plan, this is the schedule, this is what you need to be doing. What do you do at noon? Go have lunch. Take an hour, enjoy your lunch. 1 o'clock, come back from 1 to 1:30. You can follow up on the leads that you have. A lead being someone that you spoke with in the past. They weren't you weren't able to set an appointment the first time you spoke with them, so you're gonna have to call them again from 1 to 1:30. 1:30 to 2:30, administrative work. Now you could check your emails. Now you could go return phone calls for 1 hour. And 2:30 until 5:30, you're going to go on appointments. You're going to prepare for your appointments, and you're going to go on, these are listing appointments because you're not going on buyer appointments. And that's about it. That's the end of your day. And you're going to do this Monday through Friday. This is your schedule from Monday through Friday. Your goal is to set one listing appointment and then pre-qualify it every single day. That's your goal. That's the only reason why you would spend 4 hours on the phone talking to people. Can I do that every day? Well, yeah, of course you could do that every day. You got to believe you could do it every day. I mean, what day would you not want to do that? You would want to have days when you're just talking to people for 4 hours and not setting an appointment. That's got to be your goal every day. And when you do that, think about this, 5 days a week. And if you're not able to set one a day, Monday through Friday, you might have to make some calls on Saturday morning from 9 to 11, 9 to noon is a great time on Saturdays. If you set one a day, Monday through Friday, then you get to take your weekends off, okay? Which you should, you're entitled to. But in the beginning, I worked, I worked endless hours my first 2 years in real estate. And then it started to, as my skills improved, my mindset got stronger. Like I said, fewer people, more and more efficient. In the beginning, you're gonna have to go all out. So you set one qualified listing appointment every day. And let's assume that, so you're setting 5 a week. One, you end up not going on for whatever reason, either they cancel or you cancel, you go on 4. And let's say you just take one, because you don't know what you're doing, you don't have a great presentation yet, and you take 4 listings per month, 1 a week, 4 per month. You're not very good at pricing properties yet, so only 50% of them sell, which that percentage is going to increase for you again as you gain more experience and you learn how to price properties. But let's say initially only half sell. That's your 2 listings sold per month. That's going to get you to 24 closed transactions a year. What an amazing first year that is. There are agents out there that close 100 transactions first year. We're talking starting from nowhere, building your business from scratch, just getting on the phone, go door knocking, talking to everyone. I know for sure that you can make this happen, and I look forward to hearing about your success.